It's a fun Friday. It's a food fun Friday.
It is a food fun Friday. So speaking of which, I am Hillary Buchholz, and here, as always, every Friday we like to get together. I'm here with the lovely, amazing, and talented Patty Quinn.
You're making me blush.
We are the co-founders of We Heart Hounds, and one of the things that we love to do is get together every Friday and do something fun in honor of our love of pups. So we call it TDIF, or Thank Dog It's Friday, and we really just, it could be a craft, it could be a wreath, it could be something kind of holiday-ish. Today we are doing a recipe, a dog treat that we're making, and it's got a little holiday flair as well. So we are doing Lucky Pup Shamrock treats. I have it written back there so I won't forget it.
We have an announcement before we dive in. I'm super excited. So a few weeks back, we started doing giveaways. So please, 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 anybody that makes this recipe, post a picture of it in the comments below, wherever you're seeing this video, post it below, and you have a chance to win these adorable Clover Shamrock cookie cutters and these precious little Shamrock pups. They're so cute, these little stickers. So we're up in the ante this week. 2 prizes for the price of 1. We hope you do it. These are what we're using. These Shamrock cookie cutters are what we're using for today's recipe. So it's the perfect addition to your kitchenware.
Yeah, and we would love to know how they turn out. If you have variations on the recipes, all of these recipes we try to keep them as simple as possible, but dog friendly, and they're definitely recipes that you can modify to your own taste, to your dog's taste, that sort of thing.
Exactly. So, and we'll announce the winner next Friday. So you'll know if you're selected to win.
So what we're going to need for this recipe, and the thing that's going to make our shamrocks green, is some frozen spinach, and then I just have it thawed. It's a ½ cup of frozen spinach.
There you go. Yeah. It's melting everywhere on my counter over here.
2 ounces of softened cream cheese. So I have that in my food processor already.
Okay. Let me get mine out. Should I put the spinach in there too already, or?
Yeah, you can. You're just going to dump these in. So you can use a food processor, magic bullet, blender, immersion blender, whatever you have. We're just really we're not trying to liquefy these ingredients together, but we are trying to get them pretty pureed.
Like chop or puree. Okay. All right, got my spinach.
Your spinach may be, depending on which brand you're using, what variety you're using, your spinach may have a little bit more water content than others. So you can kind of, once we get to the flour portion, you can kind of adjust based on how much liquid there is in your.
Got my cream cheese in there.
All right. And then the next thing we will need are 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. You could substitute this for a different vegetable oil or a different type of oil. Okay. I know my pups love coconut oil, so that's what we're going with.
Hopefully I don't spill this everywhere. This is out of camera on purpose, so I don't spill it on camera. All right, perfect. Got my oil.
All right, and then the last thing is just a 1/4 cup of water.
Okay. I'm prepared. So Hillary's on location in her kitchen, so it's easy to grab whatever she needs. I'm kind of tried to pre-prepare. Last time I forgot an ingredient, so I think we're going to be okay this time. All right.
All right, and then I apologize in advance. This is going to be a little noisy for a minute, so we're going to just puree those ingredients together real quick. I'm going to use the pulse and high and whatever. You're just really, I'll kind of show you. It's really just chopping it together and getting them kind of combined. So.
Okay. pretty, it's hard to tell on the camera, but it's a pretty green, light green color.
Yeah.
And then you still see little bits. Yeah, yeah, you can see it really well there.
Which is, it makes it nice. You kind of have that little speckled ones.
I love that. Yeah.
Done, so.
It looks like little confetti in your treats when we're done.
I knew that was going to happen. So before I dump this in here, 1 egg is the other thing that you'll need.
Okay.
So I'm just going to crack that into my bowl and just give it a quick hand mix, so to break apart the egg.
Okay.
And then add in your other wet ingredients.
How's everybody doing today? Thanks so much for joining us. And if you're watching on the replay, let us know. Just put a comment below. We'd love to know that you're here, or if you're watching on the replay. We read all the comments.
And does anybody have any fun St. Patrick's Day traditions that you'll be doing at your house?
Yeah. Ours are eating corned beef and cabbage.
That's a good one.
Yeah. The pups don't usually get involved in that, but I love making that every year.
St. Patrick's Day, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So just gonna get this incorporated. Okay. And then we're down to the last couple steps. So pop this over together.
I think Julia Child would be proud. This looks really pretty. It's like a little spinach souffle going on. This is sweet.
Just combining this up. And like I said, depending on your spinach, depending on the size of the egg, there's a lot of factors that'll kind of adjust the moisture content. So our next thing we'll be doing is adding in our flour. Okay. And that's when you can adjust the recipe based on what you need. So.
Okay. Yep.
And we're going to go for about, I'm just using white flour. You can substitute.
Okay, that's what
works well. A cup and a half is kind of what we're going for. But we'll do it in sections because you might only need a cup and a quarter. It really just like as you start working it, you kind of get a feel for how you don't want the dough sticky. You want it to come together and you want it to be maybe a little bit on the drier side. Just makes it easier to roll out and cut if it's just a tad on the drier side, but you don't want it completely crumbling apart either.
Right, exactly. Okay.
And I find I can start by using like a spatula or spoon for mixing it in, but once I get down to, the last half a cup or so, then it starts to be easier just to work it with your hands.
Okay.
But it is kind of, it's a interesting color. It's kind of a, light green, but those little circles of spinach turn out really cute.
I love it. It's so pretty. It really is so pretty. Definitely Irish themed cookies today. And I love that all the ingredients are really healthy. There's not any artificial flavors or colors or anything like that that's going in it. These are really healthy for your pups too.
Yeah, I was originally my plan was rather than the quarter cup of water was to use chicken stock, but I found that a lot of the chicken stocks at the store, at least the ones that were readily available for where I'm at, they had onion in them. So decided to avoid that and just go with the water. And these have been taste tested by my 2 pups, and they seem to think it's just fine.
All right, it's starting to come together. Still a little sticky. I've got 1 cup of flour in so far.
Yeah, and I would go maybe another quarter cup or so.
Okay.
And this is where I would say you might switch to hands if it makes sense.
Yeah.
Just to get a feel for it.
Yep.
I did a tester batch that was my first batch. It was just a real nightmare to try to work with. So these recipes are definitely trial and error until we can kind of get them to, okay, that seems like
yeah. So Hillary puts in all the time to get the recipe just right, make it easy for all of us.
And one of the things I will, if you have the time, it's going to be better if you can let this dough chill before you roll it out.
Okay.
I actually have a half a batch in the fridge right now. That's the batch that I'll roll out. But if you don't, you're just going to need a little bit more flour. But the longer you can let it chill, the easier it'll be to cut and to work with. And the dough will hold the shape a little bit better. Sometimes if it's real warm, it kind of makes it hard to cut and it'll stick to the counter, those types of things.
Okay.
And if you're in a real hurry and don't have a lot of time, but you know it needs to chill a bit, you can pop it in the freezer for like 15 minutes. If you're any little bit will help. So. How's yours coming together, Patty?
It's actually doing pretty well. Still a little wet. I might need to add a little more flour, but I'm just waiting to incorporate the flour that's kind of loosely at the bottom of my bowl here. Yeah, I think I might need a little more flour. Just adding a little at a time, just because I don't want to overdo it. It's a really soft dough. I'm really surprised how soft it is. Okay.
Yeah, and I think there's a fair amount of oil. So those 2 tablespoons of oil, I think that really helps to kind of smooth it out a little, make it a little bit more pliable. So mine was probably about 1.25 cups that I went with. If I was going to roll out this batch right here, I would probably use almost another 1/4 cup, even just spread out on my counter. So it'd get another 1/4 cup kind of incorporated into it.
Yeah.
But since I have a batch in the fridge, I won't be adding any more flour to this one. I'll let this one chill.
Coming along.
So here's my
pretty
version.
Looks nice.
So you want to lightly dust, at least lightly dust your kind of rolling surface.
Okay. I used a little more flour just since mine's not chilled, but.
Yep. And then you can use rolling pin or you can work it with your hands. You do want it pretty thick, 1/4 of an inch, I would say.
Okay.
So fairly thick. Don't get them too thin because the little shamrocks that we're cutting have lots of little edges, and it's easier if they have a little bit more thickness to
get it out of the cutter. Yeah. Makes sense. I just have a glass that I'm using for my rolling pin. It's actually really easy to roll out too.
Good. Mine is a little bit more work because it's so cold.
Yeah. Well, your shapes will be a little more crisp. Mine will probably be a little more soft. It's a really pretty dough. I love the speckle.
Cookie sheet, and let's see, I forgot to grab one of those.
Perks of working in the kitchen.
Sorry about that.
So fun. While Hillary's getting that, I'll let everyone know this is our new shirt. If you haven't ordered it already, please do. These are awesome. I love this new design that everybody voted on. It's great. I'm getting flour all over it. We'll get some more flour. But I love it. It's so precious. I love the design. The fit is really great. I really am enjoying this new shirt. So we'll put a link in this post so everybody else can grab one too before St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, and it comes in all kinds of different styles. So hoodie, long sleeve, short sleeve, V-neck. So
yeah, we even got a tote bag, don't we, for this one?
Yep, I believe so.
Yeah. Yep.
So once you have it rolled out, you will need a cookie sheet. And I just have mine lined with aluminum foil. You could also oil it if you feel like it. They don't stick too bad, so it's pretty safe just on aluminum foil. And then preheat your oven to 350.
Okay.
That's the temp we'll be cooking them at.
All right. Good deal. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. Teeny tiny shamrocks.
They're definitely ginger sized.
Yes.
Nice
yes.
little.
She's gonna love these. Oh my gosh. They're so cute. I've never seen dog treats with this adorable little speckle on it though. I think that's just my favorite part. I know the pups will be, it's the food part that's their favorite. Right. But I love how these look. They're so cute. There's just a little bit of a speckle to them. Just precious. And I was worried since I didn't chill mine that these were going to be really hard to
cut.
Yeah. Got a little bit of extra flour on that one. But yeah, they're not too bad. I've left the batter, a little thick.
Yeah, I'm happy to hear that it's working out well. That was one of the failures of the first batch, was they were just so hard to work. So I'm glad we kind of got the ratio down to something a little bit more reasonable.
Do you end up with a lot of this size treats? You'd end up with a lot of them.
Yeah, so I can kind of show my finished ones.
Yeah.
So
Oh, those are adorable.
there's the big
Yay!
one.
I love that.
And then here's some of the little ones.
Oh my gosh, those are even cuter. Those are
So this is about half of a batch. I would
okay.
say the dogs got a few of them, so this is a little less than half of a
What's left
batch.
of a half a batch?
Yep. Yeah, so you'll get a fair amount of treats out of the amount of dough that we've
That's
got there.
awesome. That's great. Well, thank you for this
Mhm.
recipe. I love it. I can't wait to finish cutting mine out and getting them in the oven. And I'll definitely take pictures of Ginger chomping away. And we'll put that in our article. So if you want the recipe, it's all our recipes for all our crafts and everything are up on our website, wehearthounds.com. So be sure to go there and check it out. And I
I
can't.
have my little taste tester down here.
Yes, we got to have a taste tester. Oh,
Who's a good girl? Who's a good girl?
Lulu! Yay! That's so sweet.
She's
Yay!
like, more, more.
I know. Not the Leon size. I want the Lulu size treats.
Yep.
Well, thanks, Taylor. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much, everybody, for being with us today. Oh my gosh, this is a lot of fun. I can't wait to get these in the oven and get
Yeah.
them to freezer.
And if you try it, please share a picture down below. You could
Yeah.
win the cookie cutters and the
Yeah.
stickers. And just let us know. You know, we love to hear your comments, what you changed, anything like that. So please, or if you have other ideas for recipes that you'd like us to try, things like that,
Yeah.
please share them with us. We're always interested to hear
Exactly.
whatever comments you have.
Exactly. And share the love. If you know somebody that would like this recipe or any of our crafts, feel free to pass this along and let everyone know because we'd love to expand and grow and let more and more people in on the fun that we're doing every Friday. We hope you guys enjoy it. Hope we've inspired you to do a fun weekend little St. Patrick's Day lucky dog treat. And we'll look forward to next week when we get to do something fun again.
Yeah.
Sound good?
Thank you, everyone.
All right. Thanks, Hillary. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day.
Bye-bye.
Happy Thank Dog It's Friday.